Hey y'all, the video you're about to watch, I recorded 6 months ago and the deal was actually a year ago. This is one of the craziest real estate wholesale deals I've ever done and I really hope you enjoy this video. And it's just so cool to see how far we have come. Thank y'all for your love and support. We're on pace for 10,000 subscribers this year, so make sure to subscribe and please enjoy this video. I am going to break down from start to finish a real estate wholesale deal that took me 6 months to complete, where I made $24,000. It was actually this deal. This piece of land listed for $135,000. We got it under contract for $75,000 and sold it for $99,000. But the coolest part was we actually never even bought the property. We wholesaled it, meaning we flipped the contract. We sent out the contract to the realtor representing the sellers for $75,000, and then we sold that contract to an investor for $99,000. We got paid $24,000 without having to use any of our own cash. And the coolest part is the wholesaler that brought me this deal, he got paid $10,000 for just bringing me the deal, and he didn't even live in the same state. He didn't even live in the same country. He did this 100% virtually. So let me break you down this deal from start to finish over the past 6 months. And if you don't believe it was 6 months, just look and see how much my hair has grown throughout this video. You're going to see the recordings here in a second. You'll start laughing. At least my hair didn't go gray, but this deal almost, oh my God, it almost ruined me. So this property, we're going to call it Parvia, and it's a piece of land in West Dallas in an amazing neighborhood. But there's a problem with this land. Do y'all see it? It's so skinny. I mean, check this out. That is the land. How can you build a house on that? And for that exact reason, it was listed on the market starting at $175, couldn't sell. They dropped the price to $135, and we ended up getting it under contract way cheaper because nobody thought they could build a house on it. But the thing is, my mom is actually an owner of a modular home company. They build like shipping container homes. And I've seen my mom design really skinny houses before. So when this lead was brought to me by my friend Ryan, I thought to myself, you know what? I may be able to make something work. I didn't know what I was getting into, but I thought, you know what? Maybe there's something here. So I jumped on the phone with the listing agent. Listen to it.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, hello. Hey, so I got Janie here.
Hi. What was your name again?
Hi, Matt. Janie.
Janie, nice to meet you. How are you?
I like Janie and me.
Oh, Jamie. Awesome. That's so easy.
Yes.
Well, it's so great to meet you. My name is Max.
Likewise. Max. Okay, I said Max. You see, I'm glad you said Max.
There we go.
Now we know everyone's name. I sent you guys some photos I sent them to Ryan. I'll get the survey out over to you. There was an existing home on that property, but they demolished the home. So it does have all the utilities where you can build. It has the gas, the electric, and all that, the water and all that. The infrastructure is there. There is a portion of the fence that the neighbor encroached on, but based on the survey, when we showed it to him, he knows that once it sells and someone builds, they'll be able to get 10 feet more back because he's 10 feet into the lot.
Oh, no way. Okay, that's game changing for us.
Yeah.
Understood. So is that the neighbor on the left side facing the front of the lot?
Yeah, where you see that the driveway has been extended, it's that one.
Oh,
It's like they have a bigger driveway.
Yeah, so we have an additional 10 feet that way. So what's the length of the total lot size in addition to that 10 feet?
Oh my God, I can't. Hold on, let me see.
Sure, no worries, because I
I
looked it up and I was getting a lot size of 24 feet, but that does not include the 10 feet from the neighbor.
Yes. 5 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
From the front, it'll be the city of Dallas requires anywhere from 20 to 30 feet, depending on what you're building. The builder that I had spoke with, because I thought, well, maybe this will be because West Dallas, which that's considered Trinity Grove area, and I don't know if you look, but Trinity Grove is hot commodity right now.
Oh yeah.
the prices are going up. So what they're doing right now is they're doing like a flat roof, 2-story, kind of row houses, 2-story with a flat roof, so you can go up to the roof and hang out.
Oh, absolutely.
And you
No,
can
I'm
see
so
the
excited for this
Dallas
property.
skyline.
Yes. No, this is going to be a fantastic property. So on my side, I was just worried because Ryan helps our fund find amazing properties to build on and also some fix and flips. But he brought me to this and I was like 24 feet, 10 feet setbacks. That's going to make a 14-foot house. The smallest house I've ever worked on was 16 feet. So I was like, I don't know if we can do 14. But now that you're telling me that we can build a 24-foot house, I'm much more comfortable now.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, it's a really nice area because it's not far from all of the restaurants, the entertainment that's happening there in.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited for the location. I think now I'll be able to work with our builders to develop some good plans. Now, I know it's listed on MLS for 135, but Ryan told me that we could potentially be getting it around the $85,000 mark. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And then you would.
That is correct.
And then we would just be foregoing the 3% buyer's agent commission, right? And then you or the seller would be receiving that?
Yes.
Okay. I love for you to make as much money as possible. Great.
We can go ahead and you guys can look at it and the sale will be open if you guys are interested in it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Jamie, and I will talk to my partners and try to get you that contract over here as soon as possible. And if there's any discrepancies or questions we have, I'll make sure to ask you first.
Okay, or if you need me to write it up, I don't have a problem writing it up.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, awesome. Well then, yeah, I'll let Ryan talk to you about that.
If you want me to write it, send me the info for your office and all that, and I'll write it up.
Okay. Okay. Well, great. It's been a pleasure. That was a great conversation. Thank you so much.
Likewise.
And have a great rest of your day.
All right. Have a great day. Be blessed. Bye-bye.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon.
So you just listened to that call that I had with the realtor. And did you hear what she said? She told me that 10 feet of the neighbor's lot is actually ours. So instead of our property only being 24 feet, it's actually 34 feet. And why that matters is that in every zip code around America, there's something called setbacks. Now, it depends on the type of zoning and so many different things, but in this area, you can't build a house within 5 feet of the side of your lot on each side, meaning that you have to have a 5-foot passageway and a 5-foot passageway. So if the lot is only 24 feet, that means you can only build a 14-foot wide house. 14 feet! I'm like 6 feet, so that's like 2 me's. That's crazy. But once she told me that the lot is actually 34 feet and you can build a 24-foot house, bro, what a deal! She said she was gonna get me the surveys, and I was like, this is the best deal ever. So she asked for 85,000 and I was like,
Ryan, lock it up for 85 grand. We're going to hit a home run.
and why were we going to hit a home run here? I'll show you. What we're going to do here is go over to my favorite comping website, propelio.com. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, but I do have a link in the description down below where you can get a few week free trial. So absolutely give this software a try. This is, in my opinion, the best software for comping properties, trying to figure out what their value is, because this software has a direct tie-in with MLS, with what realtors use. I'm a licensed realtor. I have MLS and I still use, Propelio because I just like it better. So we're going to plug in the address. And what we're going to do is we're actually not going to look at what other land has sold for right now. I want to show you something else. We're going to look at what houses have sold for that were brand new houses that were just built. And as you can see, we have houses that are currently listed at $935,000, $880,000, beautiful houses, but properties sold in like the 900 range, the 800 range. That's crazy numbers. In not so good neighborhoods, you usually want to buy land around 10% of what a new house is selling for. In pretty good neighborhoods, you usually want to pay 15%. And in great neighborhoods, you can usually pay 20% of what new homes are selling for. So if new homes are selling for 800, 900,000, then you can probably pay, I don't know, 160, $180,000 for the land.
No, Max, that can't be true.
Well, here, let me show you. Come on. Let's open up Propelio and see what land is selling for. So here, there's a piece of land that sold for 215,000. Oh my God. 235,000, 180,000. I mean, that's just crazy numbers. 240,000 for raw land. But Max, you're telling me you can get this property for $85,000? This deal is too good to be true, right? Well, actually, yeah, you're right. This is when the deal starts to go bad. After calling the city, my whole team was working on the deal. After calling the city, well, the seller didn't actually own the land next door, and their lot was only 24 feet. And the thing about what the realtor was saying, a house being already built on that property, we have no evidence of that. So for all we know, we're stuck with a lot that may just be too skinny to actually build a house, also known as we're fucked. So the only thing I could do at this time, and remember, I thought in the back of my mind that maybe I could build a really skinny house, but that's only if the city of Dallas and that specific municipality allows me to. I know it's possible to build a really skinny house, but would the city even allow it? So we had to now get a report from the city saying, yes, we approve this land for a 14-foot house, but it costs $600. And personally, I didn't really want to pay that. Like, I don't want to risk $600 of my money to see if the lot is good. And if it's not good, I just lose $600. So I went to the agent to talk to the seller. I was like, hey, can you have your seller pay the $600? And the seller said,
no, I don't want to. I'm not going to pay it.
I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, you have to. You're never going to be able to sell the lot. And the seller just didn't want to. Guys, there's always solutions. So I told the seller, I get it. What if you pay the $600, and if it is buildable at the time of close, we will refund you the $600. So if it's buildable, you won't be out of pocket. We'll pay it. If it's not buildable, you'll be out of pocket. Seller was like, yeah, that works for me. So now I jumped back on the phone with the realtor. Here, come watch this. Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Did y'all hear back from the city?
We are still at the point now where we're just needing to get that work done by the city. And the last time we communicated, you said you were going to speak to the seller. And
I did speak to her, and she said that she didn't sell anything to the neighbor.
Okay.
So she's confused with the city.
And yeah, I think that's fine. I think ultimately what just needs to be done is just getting that work done by the city. The situation on our side was that the city quoted us around $600 to perform that work. It should be relatively quick once somebody just has it done.
Yes. She was going to go and she was going to call him, and she was going to see what she needed to do to pay it.
Yes.
And I told her that you guys would reimburse it if it was a buildable lot.
Okay, then that's what we're waiting on. So that's why I called to see if we could get an update on that.
Yes, I'll call her. She works, this is ironic. She works for the city.
Oh.
So hopefully she can get this done right away.
I hope so, because I mean, we're really ready to go. Like, we're ready to close. It's just that we just need to get that final approval, and then we'll just close. So I'm super excited. I just need that last piece of the puzzle.
Okay. All right. Well, let me call her. I usually talk to her after 5. So let me give her a call, and as soon as she responds, I will call you back, because you're in California, so at least you're 2 hours.
I'm actually in Texas.
You're in Texas. Okay.
Yes, it's just I'm originally from California, like everyone else from Texas.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. Some of us were born and raised here and stayed here.
Yeah, I consider myself a Texan and now not a Californian, because I came before everyone, the big herd of people. But I could see how people consider me a Californian still, so I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me call you after. Probably it'll be closer to 6, if that's okay.
That's totally fine. I work 24/7, especially for situations like this. And I just have to know. So, did you get back from your vacation?
Yes, we got in, and we haven't stopped working since we got in. I mean, it was like we left yesterday at 2 p.m., but we've been up since 10 p.m. Dallas time the day before.
Oh my. Okay. So let's get you some good news and get this one closed.
Well, I just need to wrap. I've been working the whole time I was there also, because I had some other transactions that needed my attention. And a transaction coordinator can't take care of it. It needed my personal attention. So right now, all I need is to be able to take care of this and this other one, and then I can sleep maybe for a day.
And yeah, if you can just get that, or the seller can get that legal build site, I'm happy to put some verbiage and an amendment or something that says we'll credit her maybe like a $600 at the time.
Yeah, well, we did that on the amendment that
We did.
you wanted me to do.
Okay, we
Yes.
did put that. Wonderful, good. I want to make sure that the seller gets paid.
Okay. All right.
Well, sounds good. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks, Nick.
All right, bye-bye. So the realtor and the seller agreed to getting that report done by the city. But frankly, I didn't want to pay $85,000 for the lot now. It's not even remotely worth as much money. So we negotiated a price reduction. And yes, you can do that. Once you send out a contract, you can say,
I'm sorry, I need it cheaper.
and they can tell you one of two things. They can tell you, go fuck yourself, or they can say, okay, how much? I got back to them. I said, can we do $75,000? They've already lowered the price from $175 to now $75. I wasn't gonna hit them anymore because I still think if this is a buildable lot, I can pull this off. I think one of our buyers would actually consider building a super skinny house. And how did I know that? Well, here, let me show you. By the way, if y'all want to learn how to do exactly what I'm doing right now, how to wholesale real estate, how to make $24,000, 100% virtually from your own house, everybody join the wholesalers. Yeah, the pirate community that I created. That's free. Get in there and I will help you learn how to wholesale real estate. In the wholesalers, I mean network with 1,000+ other awesome wholesalers. Many of them are new, trying to get their first deal, and other ones are veterans starting to scale their business to 6 and 7 figures. I have a ton of free resources in the wholesalers. I have little calculators, I have templates for LOIs, I have awesome cheat sheet materials. Here I have free contracts. I got skip trace lists. All of these lists, like here, click a list, and these are numbers that you can call to try to find deals just like the one that we're talking about right now. But the coolest part of the wholesalers, in my opinion, is if you go here and you click off market lead or on market lead, you can create a lead just like Ryan did. Ryan made $10,000 by going here, creating a lead, putting the information in, and sending it to my team to comp his deal and help him close it. Anyways, the link is pinned in the comment below. Just literally click the wholesalers join and come say hi to me. I love y'all so much. Well, my amazing team, specifically Heather, shout out to Heather, was pulling comps on the property and she saw a few houses that were really skinny. I mean, check out this one. This is a super skinny house right by ours. And here it is all finished. It's actually a really pretty house. I mean, check this out. I would actually really love to live there. I mean, what a beautiful house. And if you cross-reference that address with the tax maps and let it load, you can actually see that this lot is actually 33 feet wide, but ours is 24 feet. So max, yeah, it's skinny, but it's not that skinny. Okay. This is a good start. And the thing is, this property actually sold for $672,000. But max, our lot is skinnier, so our house would be skinnier. So we kept looking. And that's when we came across this property. Look how skinny this one is. Man, this could be exactly what we were looking for. Tell me, guys, hey, in the comments below, would you live in this house? I mean, look at how skinny that is. That's crazy. That's crazy, but hey, it's a nice house in a great neighborhood. Hey, it's a really pretty house. Wow. Okay, where's the master bedroom? Let me see the master bedroom. I mean, talk about open. It's just one big room. And there's your master bedroom. Anyways, this house sold for $470,000. But Max, how wide is it, Max? How wide is it, Max? This lot is only 25 feet wide. Oh my God, we did it. We found the comp. It's actually possible. But obviously 470,000 is a far cry from, 900,000. The house is literally worth half. So the lot should be worth about half, right? I mean, the lots were selling for like 200,000 for bigger lots. So, is this one worth about, right, 100,000? Around 20% of 470,000? I mean, pretty close, right? So maybe we could get this for 75,000 and actually sell it for 100,000 to a builder who would build the exact same type of property. We may be able to save this deal. We blasted the contract out to our new home builders, and my amazing sales team just started to hit the phones. I have a team of over 20 licensed professional real estate wholesalers in Dallas, Fort Worth. We are one of the best dispositions brokerage in all of Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Like we are the best when it comes to selling wholesale deals, selling off-market investment properties and land. I really think that we are the best. And guess what? We sold the house like literally like that. Once we got confirmation, we sold it, and I think it was 12 minutes. I think we got the contract and the wire in 12 minutes. For how much? You won't believe it. $99,000. It was one of our best repeat buyers from long ago. He was like, yeah, this sounds like a fun project. I've never built a house like this. Let's do it. It's game on. And just so you know his numbers, let's just say he's going to build a 2,000 square foot home. He'll be in at about $100 a square foot. That's $200,000. The land's going to be about $100,000. So that's what? 300,000 plus other costs, and maybe he can sell it for close to $500,000. He'll be making a good amount of profit. So he was happy, and you know what? We were happy. The sellers were happy. The listing agent was happy. My original wholesaler is happy. We were making $14,000. He was making $10,000. Everyone was happy, but it was contingent upon this land being buildable. So I waited, and guess what? We got a message from the city. It was approved. We were good to build. So we are done. I did it. We could close. But that was like 3 months ago. My hair is long now. What has happened since? Title issues. You know what? I could try to explain to you the situation, but I think it's best if I just let the amazing title company and Becky Powers from Independence Title tell you the whole story. If any of you need a title agent, check her out, because she's been working so hard on this deal. So just to catch you up, guys, this is a situation that happens a lot when you're buying properties. Sometimes you'll get clouded titles. You'll get problems with title. Max, what's title? It's the ownership of the house. It's the receipt of the house. Like the deed is the receipt of the house, and title is how the house is owned. And it can get confusing because here soon, y'all, it was a probate property. So someone passed away. And when someone passes away, you get a bunch of people who start to try to fight for ownership of the home. So for 3 months, we've been going back and forth and trying to get them to agree to the $75,000 price. Half of them are agreeing, then most of them are agreeing, then there's infighting, and this person wants $1 more than this person. It's been a nightmare. But I'll let Becky take it from here.
Help you?
Hi, Becky. My name is Maximilian Deer with RFP Homes.
Uh-huh.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Well, I am so sorry for giving you the hardest property in the world to close, the Parvia property.
I'm burning it. Yeah, we're having a little bonfire. It's got to close. Oh, that's not the hardest one I've ever done. No.
What was the hardest one you've ever done?
It had 17 heirs. And they all, 12 of them came to closing. And one of them was going to walk out because somebody was getting $1 more than him. $1.
No.
And I told him to set his ass down. I'm 67. I ain't got time to deal with this mess. I said, you set your ass down and one of you hand him $1. Now. And they did. He was leaving. He was fighting mad. This look came over him, and I thought, oh, this isn't. I have worked on this for 2 years to track these people down. No. And I didn't make any money. By the time these are done, I don't make a dime. So, but are y'all ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready on our side.
Okay, so is Daniel going to be, are we going to go on Monday? Because I got to let Mary, the wife of Joe, I had 3 Joes, so Joe the third junior that's dead. I've got to let Mary and his children, they do not want to be anywhere close to the other heirs. So they need to take time off to come, then the other heirs can come.
We will do whatever we have to do on our side. So can you give me a background of what's going on? So the seller passed away, and then who are the heirs?
No.
Okay.
No. Joe the number 1 was the granddad and dad, okay? Joe number 1 and his wife, they're both deceased, okay?
So it starts with the granddad, the Joe 1. He died. Nothing was ever done. His wife deeded the property to her son, so we didn't have to do anything on her. But nothing was ever done in the chain of title about number 1. Well, where did he go? What happened to his interest? So we did an heirship on him. Then we had to find heirs because he died in 1976. So then we had to find independent witnesses that knew them. Well, they adopted Joe, another Jose. That's Joe 2. Well, Joe 2 died, and he was married to his wife, okay? Well, he did a due on death deed, but the daughter, Adelia, which is one of the heirs, didn't file that deed until 4 years after he died. Well, it was no good. They didn't understand that. You know, why? Well, my dad deeded it to him. I said, he's already dead. You have to file a due on death deed before somebody dies. So that's heirship number 2. Heirship number 3 is Joe number 2 had 4 children, 3 girls and a boy, and Joe Jr. died. Okay? Well, Joe Jr.'s mother adamantly said he was never married and didn't have children. Until I pushed and pushed. She was screaming at me on the phone, screaming. And I didn't say anything. I said, he either had children or he didn't have children. I don't care if he was married. Did he have kids? No. Finally, I said, ma'am, did Joe Jr. have children? Yes, he had a girl and a boy. But we don't recognize them. I said, well, you know, the law does. They inherit part of their dad's interest in this property. And so then I had to deal. They kept saying Joe Jr. wasn't married, but when I finally got his death cert, well, there was a wife on there, and it was Mary, the kid's mama.
Oh,
Goodness.
my. So we have 3 Joes that passed away. Their wives have or want interest.
One wife is dead, one wife's alive, and the other wife's alive.
And then the third Joe actually has kids too.
The third Joe has kids, yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't want to tell me there were kids for me to go find these people. And then I finally found Mary. I called 40 million Mary whatever. Finally found their mom. You know, feel like an idiot. I'm with the talking. Do you have kids named Lindsay and da-da-da? No. It was precious. Yeah, precious. And then they agreed on a split because the grandkids, I guess, I don't know their family dynamics. Obviously, it's horrible. They wanted to split a certain way, and then the other heirs said, no, that's not fair, and blah, blah, blah. And then I got an agreement, and lo and behold, I got an agreement on Friday when I called Heather, and I was so excited. And then Saturday morning at 6:43, Idalia, the lead of the other heir, says, that's not fair, this is what we'll do. And then Sunday she retracted that and said, this is what we'll do. Well, then I have to deal with Mary, you know, to see if Mary's kids will take this. And then they finally said yes. And it could all blow up at the closing table in my face, for all I know. But we're going to try.
We are going to try. I cannot thank you enough for all your hard work. You've been absolutely amazing.
You're welcome. Nothing shocks me anymore in this business. I thought everything would stop shocking me, and it just never does. It's like,
that's how I feel. I thought I knew everything until I started wholesaling real estate. Then I was like, oh, there's a lot of new things. I bought a house for myself, and I bought it. I got title insurance, ran title, came back clear. And then after I closed on it, like 2 days later, like, oh, by the way, the house has a memo on it. I was like, what the heck? I didn't think
it has a what?
It was filed. There was a memo. It had a clouded title. And I was like, what the heck? Well, we have title insurance. We ran title. Supposedly, it can take up to like 5 or 10 days for a memorandum to show on a property on public records online, so that when I bought the house, it didn't show.
It's a gap. It's called the gap period, and that's what we insure is the gap.
So
because
I got caught.
By the time our title plant is, your commitment could be dated the 31st, but the title plant's runs are only good through the 20th, say, of October. And so something can file right in the middle, or they can run the courthouse and file right before you file your stuff. You know, and you don't know it's happened
Exactly.
at the title company because you were done, you know. So it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's a crazy
I have
business.
done my continuing education for my escrow officer's license, and I told the girls a while ago, I said, I'm damn well never wiring any money again in my lifetime anywhere. It's like, oh God, this is terrifying. It's terrifying. But, you know, after listening to all this fraud and all this stuff, you're like, what are they going to think of next? You know, we can't even stay. We're like 40 steps behind the fraudsters, the bad guys. You know, we're just now getting over the last thing we discovered, and now they're 40 steps ahead of us. So, yes. But, well, as soon as I get loan docs and instructions from Edgar, I'll get it worked up. Is Daniel coming to my office to sign, or does he need a mobile notary, or what do we do?
I
with Daniel.
do not know. Do you want? I can
Heather
reach
was
Heather.
supposed to
Heather
tell
would.
me.
Heather would know. I can ask Heather.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, ask her. When I talked to her this morning, she was going to call me back when she found out, but I just hadn't heard from her yet.
Okay, I'll call Heather right now. Well, thank you so much for your
I
help.
like Heather, by the way.
Heather
She's
is
awesome.
the best. We love Heather.
She is awesome. So yeah, I like her. So
Heather's
and now
great.
I like you.
Oh, well, thank
so
you.
Y'all are on my like list.
Oh, good.
So remember us down here.
Well, I
we
will.
do close.
I know you do. You do a great job. Well, thank you so
okay,
much.
honey. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, if y'all need a title person, use Becky Powers at Independence Title here in Dallas, Fort Worth. You just listen to her. She's awesome. She is awesome. So if you need an investor-friendly title company, she has earned it. She has earned it. So there you have it. Isn't that crazy? You gotta love real estate. You gotta love wholesaling. You gotta love investing. It's the craziest things happen in this business. But that call was a few days ago with Becky. We should hopefully be closing this upcoming week. Knock on wood. Everything should go well. And I think this is going to conclude, hopefully, unless something happens, this is going to conclude one of the craziest deals that I've ever been a part of. 6 months, $24,000, $14,000 to my company. But more importantly, I helped a wholesaler. I helped someone probably just like you make $10,000, or maybe you're a real estate investor, and we helped a real estate investor find an incredible opportunity that they are going to make tens of thousands of dollars, if not six figures, on building a new house. And even better, what makes me like so happy, genuinely, way more happy than us making 14 grand. And you know, I'm happy everyone was able to make money, but what makes me so happy is that a beautiful family is going to be able to buy an affordable house in one of the best neighborhoods, put their kids in one of the best neighborhoods, be next to billion-dollar developments. And that house would never have existed if I didn't just jump on the phone and make a call. Like, these people are literally going to be able to buy their dream house just because I started a phone call. That's such a crazy feeling. Like, I'm not saying like I'm Jesus and I'm changing the world, but like there's this empty lot. I pick up the phone, I make a call to an agent. Everybody makes money. These people who have been having probate issues, these sellers who have been infighting for years, were able to solve all of this. Everybody makes money everywhere. And a house just exists from a piece of dirt because I picked up a phone. It's crazy. I love this business. If you appreciate this video, guys, please make sure to like and subscribe. This was a long video to make. I'll be honest, it was a long video to make. So please share it with a friend. I love you all so much. Subscribe to my channel. I love you. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm tired. I want this deal to close.